There are moments in life when you sit quietly, away from all the noise, and you begin to think, why did this person enter my life? Some people arrive like sudden storms, testing your patience, your resilience, and even your faith. Others appear like gentle rain, teaching you lessons in humility, gratitude, and boundaries. And then there are the rarest of them all, the ones who feel like sunlight after a long winter. They don't demand attention, they don't shout their worth, but their presence heals something deep within you, something even you didn't know was broken. These people are not just a coincidence, they are a rahmah, a mercy sent by Allah. Yet sadly, most people are too distracted to recognize them. We often run after those who confuse us, hurt us, or only show up when it's convenient. And in that chase, we overlook the quiet, steady souls who love us in a way that pleases Allah, genuinely, consistently, and without fanfare. There is a beauty in those who guard your heart the way they guard their own, with sincerity and gentleness. They don't just show up when you're smiling, they're there when the tears fall silently. They're present when everyone else fades. These are the people whose love is not rooted in words, but in actions. Actions done in secret, in prayer, in loyalty. So today I want you to pause and reflect. Are you being too quick to let go of someone who was actually sent by Allah to be a pillar in your life? Are you valuing the loud over the loyal, the exciting over the sincere? To help you see clearly, I want to share 5 powerful signs that can help you recognize a soul that was truly sent by Allah for your benefit, your growth, and your peace. And if you recognize any of these signs in someone, know that you are looking at a rare gift. Don't let go of them easily. Sign 1. They pray for you when you're not around. Imagine your name being mentioned in the heavens by someone who simply wants goodness for you. They may never tell you they made dua for your ease, your healing, your future, but they do. And Allah hears every word. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The supplication of a Muslim for his brother in his absence is accepted. An angel stands at his head and says, 'Ameen,' and for you the same." This means every time they ask Allah to bless your life, angels are asking the same for them. It is a relationship strengthened by prayer, not presence. They are the ones who remember you when the world is quiet, when no one is watching, and they still care enough to call out to the Lord of the worlds on your behalf. That is not just affection. That is love rooted in sincerity. If someone does this for you silently and consistently, know that you have been granted something rare. Because prayer is not a small gift. It is spiritual protection, sent from the unseen. And if you let go of someone who brings you barakah through their dua, you may never realize what you've lost until the silence becomes heavy. Sign 2. They remind you of Allah, not just themselves. There are people who want your time, your attention, your affection. And then there are people who want something greater for you. They want your heart to remain connected to Allah. These people are different. They don't just call you when they're bored. They check on your heart when it's drifting. They don't compete for space in your life. They help make room for your salah, your Qur'an, your spirituality. Sometimes they remind you of a hadith that gently shifts your mindset. Other times they remind you to be patient when you're overwhelmed. And when you're about to fall into something harmful, they gently hold your hand and guide you back toward the light. The Qur'an says, "And remind, for indeed the reminder benefits the believers." Their words are not forceful, but they linger in your heart. They don't shame your mistakes. They help you see your worth beyond your flaws. This kind of a reminder is not easy to give, and it's even harder to maintain. So if someone is investing in your soul like this, don't take it for granted. Their reminders are love in its purest form. Because what greater love is there than helping someone reach Jannah? Sign 3. They forgive you sincerely when you fall short. No relationship is free from hardship. You will make mistakes. You will speak in frustration. You will forget things that mattered to them. But there are some people who don't keep score. They don't throw your past back at you like a weapon. They understand that you are trying, and they meet you with mercy, not mockery. The prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Show mercy to those on earth, and the one above the heavens will show mercy to you." These are the people who don't just say, "It's okay," they show it. Their tone doesn't change. Their warmth doesn't turn cold. They don't gossip about your mistakes or use them to gain sympathy from others. Instead, they choose to see your efforts. They choose the path of compassion. If you have someone like this in your life, someone who forgives for the sake of Allah and helps you move forward, don't let your ego push them away. Because one day, when you're ready to be the person they always saw in you, they might not be there anymore. Sign 4. They speak the truth, even when it's difficult. A true friend is not the one who always tells you what you want to hear, but the one who has the courage to tell you what you need to hear. Truth is not always comfortable. It can sting, it can bruise the ego, but it also saves, it protects, it purifies. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise." People who speak the truth with love are rare. They don't expose you publicly. They speak to you privately, kindly, with a heart full of concern. They'd rather lose your comfort temporarily than see you walk into harm. They value your soul more than your approval. If you have someone who gives you sincere advice, who helps you see your blind spots without mocking you, then know that you have been gifted someone who reflects the qualities of the righteous. And in a world that's often more concerned with being liked than being honest, this type of person is priceless. Sign 5. They stay when everyone else walks away. When life is easy, everyone wants to be near you. When you're glowing, successful, joyful, companionship is easy. But when life gets dark, when you make mistakes, when you're struggling with doubt or grief or failure, that's when you see who truly cares. The ones who stay don't need to fix everything. They're not looking for solutions. They're just there, present, consistent, unshaken. They sit beside your sadness. They carry your name in their prayers. They remind you of your worth when you've forgotten it. They don't pity you, they honor you. Because their love isn't based on what you can give them, it's based on who you are to Allah. If you find someone like this, know that Allah has placed a guardian in your life, not of your wealth or reputation, but of your heart. To lose someone who stays through your worst is to lose a living mercy, sent to carry you through hardship. Don't ever forget their value. So ask yourself today, do I recognize these signs in anyone around me? And more importantly, do others see these signs in me? Because the best way to hold on to people of sincerity is to become one. Be the one who prays in secret. Be the one who reminds others of Allah softly. Be the one who forgives easily, speaks the truth kindly, and stays loyally. Be someone's comfort in chaos, someone's reminder in forgetfulness. Be someone's sign that Allah hasn't forgotten them. May Allah surround us with righteous companionship. May He make us keys to goodness and protect us from being a cause of anyone's sorrow. And may we never lose the hearts that were sent to us as signs of divine love. Ameen. Please subscribe to Deen Talks for more updates.